If you want more, you must become more. Do you truly understand what that means? It's not just a catchy phrase. It's a universal law. The world doesn't give you more because you want it. It gives you more because you deserve it, because you've become someone who is capable of handling more. Think about it. Success, wealth, happiness, they don't just fall into anyone's lap. They're attracted to those who are ready for them. The question is, are you ready? If you want to change your life in 2025, it starts with changing who you are today. The power to shape your future lies in your hands. But before you can achieve more, you must become more. So let me ask you, are you ready to step up and evolve? The journey to success doesn't start with what you do. It starts with who you are. You can't attract what you haven't yet become. It's not just about setting goals or wishing for a better life. It's about growing into the person who can achieve those things. You see, life doesn't give you what you want. It gives you who you are. And if you want more, you have to become more. So, the first step is simple. Though not always easy, decide to become the person who can achieve the life you've been dreaming about. Now, what does that really mean? It means understanding that you must develop the qualities and characteristics that will help you handle greater opportunities, challenges, and responsibilities. If you're not equipped for the next level, you won't get there. Think about it this way. If you wanted to grow a garden, would you expect beautiful flowers to bloom without preparing the soil first? Of course not. You need to tend to the foundation before anything can grow. The same goes for your life. If you want more success, wealth, or happiness, you first need to cultivate the habits, mindset, and discipline to match that vision. Success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. It's all about growth. Personal development is your first priority. You must make the conscious choice to learn, to grow, and to improve in every area of your life. This includes your mindset, your work ethic, your values, and your habits. It means looking at your current self, understanding what's holding you back, and working relentlessly to overcome it. But becoming more doesn't happen overnight. It's a process. It's a decision you make every single day. Every moment you decide to improve, to learn something new, or to push yourself out of your comfort zone, you are moving closer to the person you need to be. You might have doubts along the way. You might feel like you're not ready, or that it's too late. But remember, this growth is never about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's about consistently showing up and making small improvements over time. The person you need to become is already inside of you. You just need to unlock that potential. So, start today. Start with small actions that lead to big changes. Be relentless in your pursuit of growth. And remember, if you want more, you must become more. Let's talk about the law of attraction. It's a concept that has been discussed for years, but many still fail to understand its true power. In its simplest form, the law of attraction states that you attract into your life whatever you focus on, whether it's positive or negative. Think about that for a moment. If you focus on scarcity, lack, and failure, that's exactly what you'll draw into your life. If you focus on abundance, opportunities, and success, those will come to you as well. The key is to understand that you are constantly attracting the energy and experiences that match your dominant thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. The people around you, your environment, your habits. All of these things contribute to the energy you put out into the world. You cannot expect to have abundance and success if you're constantly surrounded by negativity, complaining, and limiting beliefs. Your external world is simply a reflection of what's going on inside. But here's the beautiful part: once you understand this, you have the power to change it. You have the power to shift your focus, change your mindset, and ultimately transform your life. The law of attraction isn't about sitting back and waiting for things to happen. It's about aligning your thoughts, actions, and beliefs with the life you want to create. So how do you apply this law in a practical way? First, you must begin to change your thoughts. What you think about consistently will shape your reality. Are you thinking thoughts of possibility, opportunity, and success? Or are you consumed by fear, doubt, and negativity? The major key to your better future is you. It's time to take responsibility for your thoughts. They are the starting point for everything in your life. If you want a better life, it starts with better thinking. Next, it's important to act as if. This doesn't mean pretending to be someone you're not, but rather living in alignment with the person you are becoming. If you want to be successful, start acting like a successful person. If you want to attract wealth, start making choices that reflect that desire. The universe doesn't respond to your wishes. It responds to your actions. Remember, the law of attraction works in two ways. It's not just about thinking positively and waiting for the world to deliver. It's about creating a mindset that fuels action. When you start to act with confidence, belief, and purpose, you send out powerful energy that attracts the people, resources, and opportunities you need to move forward. And let's not forget about gratitude. Gratitude is the magnet that attracts more of what you want into your life. The more grateful you are for what you have, the more you will receive. It's a simple but powerful truth. When you're thankful, you create an energy of abundance that attracts more to you. The law of attraction doesn't work in isolation. It's about cultivating an attitude of abundance, focusing on your goals and taking inspired action to create the life you want. And when you do that, you'll find that life has a funny way of matching you with exactly what you've been putting out into the world. You have the power to create your own reality. You don't need luck. You don't need magic. You need clarity, focus, and action. When you align your energy with your desires, the universe will respond. So ask yourself, what am I focusing on today? What am I attracting into my life with my thoughts, actions, and beliefs? Remember, if you want more, you must become more. And it all starts with understanding the power of the law of attraction. Time. It's the one resource that we all have in equal measure. No one gets more of it. But the way we use it, the way we manage it, can make all the difference between success and failure, growth and stagnation. You can always make more money, but you can't make more time. Time is fleeting. It's here, and then it's gone. Yet, too many people live their lives as though they have all the time in the world. They wait for tomorrow to make changes. They put off their dreams until the future feels right. But the truth is, the future is built today. And it's built through how you choose to spend your time right now. To master time is to master your life. Time doesn't wait for anyone. And every minute spent is a minute you can never get back. So, if you want more out of life, more success, more happiness, more fulfillment, you must start by mastering how you spend your time. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. First, you need to prioritize your time. Not everything in life deserves your attention. Not every task, not every distraction, not every conversation is worthy of your energy. Ask yourself, what is truly important? What is moving me closer to my goals? You see, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. What separates the successful from the unsuccessful is how we allocate those hours. The successful are deliberate about their time. They know that time is their most precious commodity, and they guard it fiercely. They don't waste time on things that don't matter. They spend their days on high-value activities that align with their vision for the future. The key to mastering time is discipline. You have to train yourself to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. The time to take action is now. Procrastination is a killer of dreams. It's the enemy of progress. And once you allow it to take root, it can steal your potential. So, develop the discipline to act with urgency. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Because it doesn't exist. The best time to take action is always now. Next, you must learn to focus. It's easy to get distracted in today's fast-paced world. We live in a constant state of stimulation. Social media, emails, texts, and endless distractions pulling us in every direction. But here's the truth: you can't achieve big things if you're always distracted by small things. Focus on what matters most. Block out the noise. Put your energy into what aligns with your values, your goals, and your vision. You must be willing to pay the price. That means sacrificing the distractions, the small pleasures, and the things that keep you from becoming who you need to be. Every moment spent on something that doesn't align with your purpose is a moment wasted. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Effective time management isn't just about scheduling. It's about making intentional choices every day. It's about knowing what to say yes to, and more importantly, knowing what to say no to. Your time is too valuable to waste. Each decision you make either brings you closer to your goal or takes you farther from it. So how do you begin mastering time and priorities? Start by creating a clear vision of where you want to go, then map out the steps that will get you there. Break down your long-term goals into smaller, manageable tasks and focus on completing them one by one. Plan your day the night before. Set your intentions, prioritize your tasks, and commit to using your time wisely. And remember, don't aim for perfection. Aim for consistency. Small actions taken every day will compound into big results. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Understand that time management is self-management. If you can't manage yourself, your energy, your focus, your emotions, then you'll never truly master your time. It all starts with taking full responsibility for how you spend your hours. So, ask yourself, am I using my time wisely? Am I focusing on what truly matters? If not, it's time to take control. Your future self will thank you for the effort you put in today. Master your time. Master your life. The clock is ticking. Don't waste another minute. In life, problems are inevitable. They are a part of the human experience. No one is exempt from them. But what truly separates those who succeed from those who don't is how they respond to these problems. Every person faces challenges. It's the nature of life. Whether it's in business, relationships, or personal development, obstacles will come. What distinguishes those who rise above them from those who get stuck is their attitude toward the problem. Let's face it, it's easy to be part of the problem. Anyone can point out what's wrong. Anyone can complain, blame others, and make excuses. It's comfortable. It requires no effort. It allows you to stay in your current situation without having to take responsibility or change. But here's the thing, if you're part of the problem, you'll never be part of the solution. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. This is one of the most powerful ideas you'll ever hear. And if you can truly internalize it, it can change your life. Are you part of the solution? When challenges arise in your life, are you the person who rises up with a mindset of opportunity? Or do you get caught up in blaming others or letting circumstances dictate your actions? Think about it. In every situation, we have a choice. We can either look for ways to make things better or dwell on the obstacles that stand in our way. The most successful people in the world don't dwell on the problems. They look for solutions. They look for ways to improve, adapt, and overcome. And that's what makes them different. It's not that they don't face adversity. They do. It's that they don't allow adversity to define them. They define how they respond to adversity. This starts with mindset. When you view challenges as problems, they seem insurmountable. But when you shift your thinking and begin to view those same challenges as opportunities for growth and innovation and learning, you will start to see a whole new world of possibilities. Every setback becomes an opportunity for you to develop a new skill, strengthen your resilience, and sharpen your creativity. Problems are not things to be avoided. They are opportunities to become better, stronger, and more capable. It's not what happens to you that determines your future. It's what you do about it. If you want to be part of the solution, you have to stop waiting for others to change. You must first change yourself. Stop waiting for the world to become perfect. The world will never be perfect. People will let you down. Situations will be difficult. Things will not always go your way. But instead of waiting for external circumstances to align, take charge of your internal world. Change how you respond. Take responsibility for your own actions, thoughts, and decisions. When you take responsibility, you immediately empower yourself. You stop playing the role of a victim and start playing the role of a creator. The truth is, life doesn't happen to you. It happens because of you. And the way you choose to respond to each challenge determines whether you will succeed or remain stuck. Let's break this down. Being the solution doesn't mean that you won't face problems. It doesn't mean that everything will be easy. But it does mean that you choose to respond to every obstacle with a mindset of solution seeking. It means that you shift your focus from complaining about the problem to looking for ways to solve it. This might mean being more creative, learning new skills, seeking help, or taking bold action. But whatever it means, it requires a shift from helplessness to responsibility. When you become the solution, you stop focusing on what's going wrong and start focusing on what can go right. You see opportunities where others see roadblocks. You look for answers when others are paralyzed by fear. And the more you do this, the more you will begin to experience the power of being part of the solution. You might be wondering, but how can I be the solution if I don't have all the answers? Here's the truth: you don't have to have all the answers. But you do have to have the willingness to find them. The willingness to look beyond your comfort zone and try new things. The willingness to make mistakes and learn from them. The willingness to be persistent even when the road is tough. Being part of the solution also requires a certain level of humility. It requires you to accept that you don't have all the answers and to be open to learning. It means not letting your ego get in the way of seeking advice from others or trying a new approach. No one has all the answers, and no one achieves success without help along the way. The most successful people are those who are willing to ask questions, seek advice, and learn from those who have gone before them. Take care of yourself. Your life will get better. Take care of others. The world will get better. Another key aspect of being the solution is taking proactive action. It's easy to sit back and wait for problems to solve themselves. But successful people don't wait, they act. They make decisions, they take calculated risks, and they move forward even when things aren't perfect. If you want to be the solution, you can't afford to be passive. You must be actively engaged in finding ways to improve your situation, to grow, and to make progress every day. This leads us to another important point. Stop being the victim. The victim mentality is one of the most limiting things you can adopt. It keeps you stuck in a place of helplessness and powerlessness. People who have a victim mentality constantly blame others or external circumstances for their problems. They say, "It's not my fault." They feel entitled to success without doing the work. But if you want to be the solution, you must let go of the victim mentality. You must take full responsibility for your actions and your results. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. The more responsibility you take, the more control you have over your life. When you stop blaming and complaining, you open yourself up to the possibility of creating change. You stop giving away your power and start taking charge of your own destiny. The final aspect of being the solution is adding value. Wherever you go, whatever you do, make it your mission to add value. Whether it's through your work, your relationships, or your personal life, always ask yourself, how can I add value today? How can I make a positive difference in the lives of others? When you focus on adding value, you shift from being a passive observer of life to an active participant in creating positive change. So ask yourself today, am I part of the problem or am I part of the solution? If you're ready to make the shift, it all starts with a decision. A decision to stop complaining, to stop blaming, and to start taking full responsibility for your life. A decision to focus on solutions, not problems. A decision to change your mindset and become the person who creates opportunities, rather than waiting for them. Because when you become the solution, you don't just change your own life. You change the lives of everyone around you. And that's how real transformation happens. You must become the change you wish to see in the world. You've heard the saying before, be the change you wish to see in the world. But have you ever truly reflected on the depth of this powerful statement? It's not just a nice sentiment, it's a call to action. It's a reminder that the world doesn't change on its own. It changes because of the actions we take, the choices we make, and the way we choose to show up in life. In this world, we are often quick to point out what's wrong. We see the flaws in society, the dysfunction in relationships, the challenges in our communities. And we feel frustration. We feel helpless, as though change is something that's always just out of reach. But here's the truth: if you want to see change in the world, you have to be the one to start it. Change begins with you. Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better. That's the essence of this idea. It's about focusing on becoming better, stronger, and more capable of creating the life and world you desire. It's about taking personal responsibility, not just for your actions, but for the kind of person you are becoming. Because the reality is, if you want the world around you to change, you must first change yourself. This idea isn't just about adopting a positive mindset or doing the right thing when it's convenient. It's about embodying the change you want to see. Every action you take, every decision you make, is either moving you closer to the person you wish to be or pulling you further away from it. Success, fulfillment, and true happiness don't come from external circumstances. They come from the internal choices you make. You are the creator of your own life. Think about the things you want in your life. Maybe you want more love, more respect, or more success. Maybe you want more peace, more harmony, or more freedom. The truth is, those things will never come to you by chance. They will only come when you decide to be the person who is worthy of those things. And how do you do that? By becoming the person who already embodies those qualities. The only way to get what you really want is to become the person who deserves it. If you want more love, you must become more loving. If you want more respect, you must become more respectful. If you want more success, you must become more disciplined and hardworking. If you want more peace, you must become more patient and understanding. You cannot wait for the world to give you what you want. You must become the kind of person who attracts those things into your life. The challenge here is simple, yet requires you to reflect on the person you are right now. Who are you today? What are the qualities you are embodying? Are you the kind of person who deserves the success you desire? Are you the kind of person who will create the love and respect you want in your life? Because you can't wait for things to change around you. You must take action and make those changes within yourself. Now, this doesn't mean you have to be perfect. No one is. But it does mean that you must constantly strive to improve. Becoming the change you wish to see is about commitment to your own personal growth. It's about making small improvements every single day, whether it's working on your communication, strengthening your character, improving your work ethic, or simply showing up as the best version of yourself. The more you do this, the more you will begin to see the world around you shift. Success is not to be pursued, it is to be attracted by the person you become. If you're wondering how you can begin this transformation, it starts with a decision. A decision to look in the mirror and ask yourself, who do I need to become in order to achieve what I want? Once you have clarity on who that person is, start taking small steps every day to become that person. Focus on your mindset, your actions, and your attitude. Begin to embody the qualities of the person you want to be. This shift in perspective is profound. Too often, we look at the world around us and wait for others to change. We wait for people to treat us differently, for circumstances to improve, for life to become easier. But here's the true thing: while you can't control the actions of others or the events that happen in your life, You can control how you respond to those things. You can control who you are becoming as a result of those experiences. When you choose to become the change you wish to see, you stop waiting for the world to align with your desires. Instead, you begin to align yourself with the world you want to create. This is what the great achievers of history understood. They knew that lasting change begins within. They knew that by focusing on improving themselves, they would eventually see their external world transform as well. You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction. This is a powerful thought. It means that even if you're not where you want to be right now, you can start moving in the direction of your dreams. You can change your habits, change your mindset, and change your behaviors so that you are on a path becoming the person who achieves the life you desire. Now, don't expect overnight results. The process of change takes time and it requires patience. But if you commit to becoming the best version of yourself every day in every way, you will see results. Little by little, your actions will compound. Your habits will shift. Your mindset will evolve. And before long, you will find yourself living the life you once only dreamed of. The key here is consistency. Change is not a one-time event. It's a process, a journey. And that journey starts with the commitment to become rather than just to achieve. When you focus on becoming the person who can achieve your goals, you'll naturally begin to draw those achievements toward you. You will no longer be waiting for success to find you. You will become the magnet for it. In closing, remember this: if you want to see a different world, you must first become a different person. The changes you want in your life will only come when you begin to change within. Become the change you wish to see, and you will not only transform your own life, you will inspire others to do the same. You must be the change you wish to see in the world. Now, go out and become the person whose life you've always dreamed of. Because the world is waiting for you to show up and lead the way.